Exciting stuff. Um, so what I was saying before, if you're in your Postaga account and you want to run an outreach campaign, there are a few different types of outreach campaigns that we have here based on that might be relevant based on whatever your goals are. One of the more common ones that people use Postaga for is for link building, meaning you've got a blog post that you want other websites to link to because if other websites link to your blog post, the more of them that do that, the more likely that your article will rank better in search engine results. And that means more traffic for you and hopefully more customers and more business. So we have a variety of campaign types. So whether or not you've done outreach before, we've got a variety of campaign types to choose from that can hopefully give you some ideas of what you might want to do to promote your articles. So for example, the mention campaign here that finds all of the outbound links from your article pointing to other articles so that you can then find those people and reach out to them to say, hey, just wanted to let you know that I linked to your article from my article. It would be great if you could either share my article or link to it as well. I would appreciate that. Another example of a campaign type for blog post promotion is resources outreach, which finds all of the finds resource articles related to your topic. So it's basically other blog posts on your given topic that share links to articles like yours. And so you can kind of reach out to those websites and say, hey, I really like your article on social media like resources for beginners. I've got a really great piece of content on creating cover images for your social media profiles. It would be great if you could link to my article in your resource page since it's relevant content for your audience. That's kind of the pitch there. Roundup posts are link roundups, basically finding other articles that share like weekly or monthly the best articles on this topic, and then you can reach out to them and ask them to include yours. One thing about roundups though is not every industry has bloggers writing roundup posts, so your mileage may vary. Guest post outreach is very, very common for people who do link building every day. Basically, we're finding other blogs that might want to to pitch them to ask them to write a guest blog post on their website. Reason that people do this is it's very, very scalable, and if you can get featured on another blog with your content in your article, they will link back to your website, and that is another link. And then skyscraper outreach is basically reaching out to for this is a more advanced tactic, but basically you use a tool like Ahrefs to search for top ranking articles related to yours. We could see who is linking to those articles. And then with Postaga, you can upload that list and then reach out to those websites to say, hey, like for example, I saw that you wrote this really great article on social media or whatever, and you linked to this article about creating cover images for your social media profiles. But you'll notice that article is incredibly out of date. It doesn't even mention newer social media apps like TikTok or Clubhouse. So, but my article here, on the other hand, does mention all of that. So I think that would be a great resource for you to kind of update in your article and provide your audience also with some fresh, helpful content. So those are some of these blog post article promotion kind of campaigns. Then we have more like digital PR oriented campaigns. So let's say you have a product or an app or an e-commerce business and you want to get your product written about online, these campaigns can help. So for example, if you have an app, the tools campaign, we can find where people are writing articles about tools in your space. So let's say you have a CRM app, you can find bloggers that are writing about CRM tools and then pitch them to write about your article, your business. For reviews, we can find where bloggers are writing about other products or apps in your space and pitch them to write about your business. Versus outreach finds out where your competitors are being written about and you can pitch those websites to write about yours. And that's and then also another good one for promoting your brand is podcast outreach. So, which involves basically getting you featured as a guest on a podcast to talk about something within your area of expertise. There's also cold outreach campaigns if you want to generate sales leads. So if you want to get more clients for your business, in particular for B2B businesses, we have campaigns that are relevant, like this outreach campaign. We can find businesses like that are like the right kind of customers that you want to get. So like if, for example, you want to like you are a web design agency and you want to target lawyers, or you want to target restaurants or accounting firms, you can run outreach campaigns to find these businesses, find their right contact people, and then build an email pitch for them. And then also we have custom campaigns. So you can also upload your own CSV if you've done your own research or what have you, to run campaigns with the leads that you've built. So unless there is any particular preference that you have, then please feel free to let me know if something's that in particular you're curious about in the chat. I'm going to run a blog post promotion campaign targeting like a resources article. All right, so I'm gonna then, all right, so I'll do a resources article. So kind of here's what the workflow looks like. So first we choose our campaign type, then we're gonna choose resources. Then from there, we'll enter in our blog post that we wanna promote. So I've got an article all about guest podcasting. So appearing on other podcasts as a guest. And so I've got this article here that I'm really happy with. And then I have merged fields here that are relevant for my email outreach. These merge fields can be used in different contexts or in different email templates, but I'm going to skip all of this for now because I don't know which ones of these I'm going to need. And now I search for resources on whatever topic. So for my article that's all about being a podcast guest, let's see, I want to search for resources on podcasting. Why not? So I'm going to search for this, and now Postaga's magical search engine is going to find articles that are relevant on this topic. So podcasting resources, and I can review these before I add them to my list. Like this one, great. So like this is awesome. Like this article here shares a lot of resources on podcasting, and hopefully they can share a link to my article as well. Articles like this, like number followed by your topic and resources, that's awesome. That's really good stuff. And you can review these manually if you want. You can just, for the purpose of this demo, I'm just kind of jumping through here. I'm probably going to want to skip this. Like I can do this like edu link, but in my experience, these edu links are, oh, actually, you know what? This might, like in my experience, the edu links from like universities and things like that are not super likely to link to your content. But these are not all internal links. These are links to other websites about podcasting. So I'm going to try this one. And then once I'm happy with all of these, I'm going to analyze these results. Now, I stopped here. This is just 8 different websites that I want to reach out to. I could keep going. There are probably dozens of websites that I could reach out to here, but I'm just going to skip ahead for now. Next up, I'm going to review these contacts that Postaga has found. So Postaga will try and find the relevant contact person at each of these websites here. And so they found this person, Ross. We've got we have a LinkedIn integration to help us find people at these companies. I'm not sure though that like just kind of reviewing this is the right person. I don't think this company is the right one. So what I'm going to try to do is Postaga has a link to this company's about page. And so I want to see if, all right, no, so this is the right person. Great. So Postaga has found this person. I can look on the about page. I've got these links here, but this is the right person. So great. I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to look at the next one. I've got Buzzsprout. And Postaga has links to their website. I'm going to see if maybe I go to, no, it's buffer. That's not a right link. So I'm going to skip this one for now though. Podcasting resources. We found people here, and basically you can kind of go through these and review them. So I've got like people at this university here. Assistant director of admission. I don't love that one, but marketing coordinator, that one might be better. So I'm going to click that contact and we're going to use them. Next up, I'm going to click get contacts, and that is going to get us to find these people's email addresses so we can reach out to them and ask them to link to our content. And so Postaga is going to go through all of these domains, try and find and verify their email addresses. This is important because we want to make sure that the email addresses that we find, like when we reach out to these people, it's going to reach their inbox and not going to bounce or anything like that. There are many email finding tools out there, but sometimes the email addresses bounce. Like when we reach those emails, they bounce, and that's not good. And so that's why we go through this extra verification step. If we verify the emails and make sure that we're going to actually reach humans, as opposed to just sending out a bunch of emails to email addresses that look kind of right, and if a bunch of them bounce, it makes it more likely that emails from us in the future will end up in spam folders, which we obviously do not want. So I'm getting all of these emails. That's all great. I'm going to skip ahead now to our email sequence part. And so Postaga has built-in email sequences that you can choose from. You can also create your own email templates, your own email sequences. What this sequence, for example, looks like is I've got email number 1 that goes out, and then I wait 6 days, and then email number 2 goes out. But the email number 2, because we have a rule set up that emails only go out on weekdays, because weekends it tends to have a lower response rate, this second email will default on the following. If it lands on like a Saturday, for example, we're going to make it so that the next email goes on the next business day. Also, if a contact responds to the first email, they're not going to receive the second email because we have a conversation going. We don't need to send them other emails in this sequence. And if you want to see what like this email template looks like, for example, I've got merge fields inserting for my article topic. I've got this person's contact name here, their article URL, my article that I want to pitch, and a pitch for my article itself and why it's relevant to them. And so now I'm going to scroll down. You can kind of see the preview of what that email is going to look like for all of these contacts. So it says like, hey, Ross, I got the person's name here, your resources on guest podcasting. Well, that one isn't right. I don't like that. I'm going to change that. And here's a quick blurb about the article. Now I've got this red merge field here, which means that I need to edit that field. And these are post, like my content related merge fields. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to go back up here by clicking on the sidebar to my post section. The keyword that we used, I think, was podcasting. So podcasting resources is how it's going to look in the preview. And here is my section where I would add a pitch for my article. Article is all about being a great guest on podcasts and how to get guest spots. I like that. Then I'll go back to my preview section and I can see what the email will look like. Sure, I know I might want to edit. My quick blurb section I don't love, but I'm just showing you kind of what it looks like here, right? And so if I'm happy with all of that, then I can just schedule this email campaign to go out, whether it's right now, or let's say I want it to go out Monday or Tuesday in the morning on my time. And then the emails will start going out to these contacts. But if I want to overwrite an individual email, like specifically, like let's say content champion, I was on this podcast once before, and so I might want to like reach out to them and say something more personal, or if it's like a VIP, like, oh man, it's a really important website, I want to really tailor my pitch to them. It's been a while since I was on your podcast. Hope all is going well by you. Or I might say, like, if I don't know the person, let's say like Ross here, if one thing that Postaga pulls is relevant text snippets from the articles that we're reaching out about. And so Postaga tries to find the best text here, like the best text snippets. So I might want to like show that I'm familiar with their article by saying let's say, in particular, I really liked this bit of information you shared. And now I've really even further gone ahead and personalized my email for this contact. And so that'll look a lot better. And now maybe it'll be more likely that I'll get a response from Ross. And then from there, I can schedule this campaign. It'll go out. And then if I get any replies, those replies will go to my email address as well as show up in Postaga's built-in CRM here. And so Postaga has a CRM for where all replies go. And so here's like an example, like I reached out to this person and then this person got back to me about guest posting. And so with Postaga's CRM, I can manage all of my communications related to my outreach. I can reply to these conversations and keep them going. If I've gotten the link or gotten what I was looking for and our business here is concluded, I can mark this as one, and that will Postaga will keep track of all that. So that's the basic workflow of building campaigns in Postaga. If you have any specific questions or want me to run anything specific related to your website or your business, please let me know. With Postaga, we do have a free trial that gives you access and the ability to run some campaigns and see if it would possibly be a good fit for you. Whether you've done outreach before for your business or you're completely new to it, our goal is to make it easy for you to run outreach campaigns. And if you have any questions at all, we are super available to help. We want to make sure that you can, we very much believe that anyone should be able to easily run cold outreach campaigns, whether it's to promote their business or get press coverage or get new clients. And we have thousands of users using Postaga and finding success. And so if you start building some campaigns and you're like, I'm not sure what I should do next, we're happy to help out. Also, a new feature that we're launching, we're slowly launching and should be widely launched to everybody in the next week is this. I'm just going to show this with you right now. Is this content hub here, which basically can give you suggested campaigns after analyzing your website, give you suggested outreach campaigns that you might want to run for your business. So for example, it'll look at your blog articles and say, this article would be a good fit for running like a resources campaign. This one might be good for doing a guest post outreach or a podcast outreach or anything like that. And so if you're not really sure what to do next, Postaga can help with that. So with that, that's kind of my quick run through of Postaga. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. All right. Well, if there are no questions or anything like that, that'll kind of wrap up our demo for today. But if you have any questions as you're checking out Postaga, checking out a trial, or want advice on your campaigns or advice on what to do, please feel free to reach out to us. You can email us at support@postaga.com. We also have a live chat button that appears on the bottom right side of our website. Feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help. We want to make sure that you can have success with outreach, and we've got hopefully a lot of knowledge that we can share and help you run successful outreach campaigns. So With that, thanks for joining me today and have a great day.